Voila, voila! Lupa, welcome back to... Introduce ourselves. My name is Lady Mathai.
My name is Miss Nduati.
Yes, sir. Welcome back. If you have been following us, by the way, all our socials will be down there. So make sure that you follow, subscribe, Kila Kitu, everything, our handles, Kila Kitu. Today's conversation. Hey.
Let me just begin.
Hey.
Watch it together. Google.
Hey. We want to talk about broke shaming today, and we want to tell you guys what exactly broke shaming is, in case you didn't know.
Broke shaming is devaluing somebody based on the amount of money they have or do not have. You
feel attacked.
Feel it. Feel it.
Guy, why though? Calm down. We want to talk about some situations that we've all been through, because I personally have gone through situations where I've seen people. I have friends who also like to broke shame. Listen, there is no, in this economy that we have right now, especially in this year 254 Kenya, there is no problem if you can go somewhere and realize that I cannot afford this. Just live within your means. Lakini, one thing that I hate, Tracy, let me tell you something. Do you know, have you ever gone with a bunch of friends? You've gone out, you guys have gone dunda, or even a lunch or a function, and you may decide, you know what, kuna millennials, something happening, let's go for this brunch thing, and then someone shows up, they never told you prior, sinado. But they came, wakakuja slide. So someone comes in for a slide and they've not told you anything. And then when the bill comes, see, you know, it's like this, I'll give you back.
The guys will just disappear. And the guys will just disappear.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm going to the bathroom. Oh, phone call. 1 minute.
Oh, these days, guys, it's even more. I feel like, and then the worst part these days, which has shocked me, is people who actually, you know, they have money.
Yes. Stingy people.
So they're like, I'll come for fun times. I'll come and enjoy with you, but I'll leave. But then also, I want to also bring it back to the other side, which I have been on.
We all have.
Which is what I love. I'm sorry, I'm not being man, woman, whatever. There's something about women and being honest when it comes to broke shaming. You'll find it more rare with women than men, because a woman will come and say, in fact, I'll use an example. My mom and her friends, I used to watch, like, you'll see, hey, I got you. She'll tell Auntie Nani, hey, today I got you. Because she knows Auntie Nani, the job didn't go through, the gift didn't go through. She's paid fuel till here. And before she's inviting Auntie Nani, I feel like there's, even as you grow older, time is more valuable and spending time with someone than what they have or what they can bring to the table.
Exactly.
So people feel no shame with saying, hey, Sarah, hey, babe, see, I don't have much. In fact, today I've took you on my phone, and 5 stock of that, I want to take a mat home, I want to take my Uber. I don't feel comfortable coming with you today.
Yeah. And that's okay.
And that is okay.
That is so okay.
Never make your friend feel bad about that.
Yes. Yes.
So what I like as well with women is they'll say, okay, Ole, we'll invite you for the next one. Sawa. That's all right. Or B. Listen, I got you. I know next time I know you got me.
You got me. Exactly.
See, I know that Kajobo is coming.
Yeah.
So it's all about also communication and being honest. And also your friend protecting you.
And you know, sometimes we all get down on our luck. Like, sio kila siku ati tuko na do ama uko na sijui what. There are days hata pia wewe for real, not those guys who lie ati kuna kitu nangoja, kuna pesa haija clear, kuna check flani. Kuna those guys.
They are broken. There's a Camille in the bank.
The best thing about, do you know, the thing about the whole situation that we're talking about broke shaming and everything, can just be killed by people just being honest about their finances, being open about it. Like, tell me, for example, like you, I can tell you, like, babe, so you go out tonight, like today my budget is 5K.
Yeah.
To keep it up, but I can't. You get, and that's gonna be okay. You know,
with women,
we go Dutch. Going Dutch, because I love going Dutch, but I find it very nice.
How many bottles however, have we really enjoyed together?
Oh yeah, me and you. However, wait, I have a however for the Dutch. I have a however for the Dutch. It depends. On a first date, don't Dutch me.
Oh hell no.
Yeah. On a first date,
no,
do
even me.
not Dutch me.
First of all, let's go.
Because there'll never be a second, third, or anything ever for that sake.
Guys. Let's go back to that part. Men.
That part.
Men.
That part.
Men.
That part.
Okay. What is it? What do you mean? I'm sorry, but imagine I'm the one. The date one. You've called me there. What do you mean, Ati? Hey.
I'm paying this amount to pay.
My friend,
let her do your tennis hour too.
I have it in my phone.
And I'll tell you to go. In fact,
I will not pay. I will not pay. Excuse me. Yes, I beat my people beat the apple, but
Roger, wait. Let me ask.
Excuse me?
Have you ever been in that situation? Me, I have, actually.
Hey.
And that's how it
I was
ended.
told, pay for the wings, me, I'll pay for the drinks. Because the wings are less. I said, boss, what do you mean? We ate the wings with you. Kwani nilizikula peke yangu? My friend.
Let me tell you my experience. My experience was this. I was taken out on a first date, yeah? Somebody who I was this is a while back, a couple of years back.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, this guy's so hot. He asked me on a date. Oh my God, yes, we're going. First of all, the first red flag was, this person doesn't even know how I'm getting there. You get?
Thank you. We'll get back to that.
Thank God and all his angels and everything that I do. I do have a motor vehicle or a jalopy or whatever you want to call it. But this guy did not even, he just said, we meet at this place at this time. So my red flag was, oh, so you're not picking me up, you're not asking me to like grab an Uber or a cab, grab a cab or whatever. None of those.
Yeah.
Like I find my way there. I'm like, okay, you know what? Figured. So we've gone, the conversation was nice, like it was like a bad situation.
Yeah.
However, mealtime, I always tell my friends, and even you know that, as a mama, when you're going for a date, please make sure that you always have, or rather consume what you have in your pocket.
Thank you.
So if you're going to ask for starters, appetizers, kila kitu na
Do you have it in your pocket?
Have that. Just in case anything goes wrong, you never know.
Never.
So always have. And if you have 1,000 bob, order chips and sausage na kunywa Fanta. That's fine. But now if you go there ordering things, you don't know this guy's budget, you don't know his wallet, you don't know what's going on. Read the room. Yes.
Read.
So now this guy, see me, I figured, hey, it's a nice one, we're over there, fun times. It was actually very nice. He's like, shot. I'm like, hey, give me that shot. It's the shot I like. Anyway, so now I was like, yeah, shots. The conversation went well until the bill came. So this guy tells me, he's like, oh, today I wasn't really planning on spending this much money. So is it okay if we kind of go Dutchy on this? The bill came to about like 16 G's. So he says, me, I have like 5, I was planning to spend like 5 G's. So basically you're leaving me with 11.
Why didn't he say?
Skiza, you're leaving me with 11. Alafu, when we're there short, you're the one who's even asking, do you want a shot? I'm like, yeah.
Call them the vocalizers.
Those ones.
What do you need? I got you.
You know.
Boss, boom letter.
Letter. Chafua meza.
Can they bring you your wallet too? Then you left at home.
And your dignity, I'll at it. Anyway, so now this guy tells me he only wanted to spend like 5 G's. I said, okay, cool. Pia mimi sikuwa nimejipanga tile ati na 11,000. I was like, what? Because me in my mind I knew me whatever I've eaten was like a bit about like 4 G's. Yeah. Then the rest he kept on ordering. Oh, can we have some prosecco? Oh, wine. You like wine? Can we have some prosecco? I said, okay, cool. Bill time. Imagine I told him, it's okay, leave it to Papa, I'll just call whoever I can call to get whatever else money that I can get from wherever.
11 G's is not something, okay.
Imagine I told him even the 5 ni sawa too. I just told him even that 5, just keep it. You just go.
I got it.
I said, you know what, even if I don't got it at the moment, I will get it. Because for me, it was like, and for me, that's not broke shaming. It's just people not declaring their finances ahead. For me, I find it very, very wrong for people to do things like that. And then you can't be the one who's ordering things. Even, let's not even forget the club scene or a date scene or whatever. But in any other setting, let's say we go like bowling or we go paintballing or we, whatever it is, whatever activity.
And you know what? Being honest, if those are your friends,
they will not judge you. Exactly.
Let me tell you, no one is rich all the time. Even these millionaires, you see billionaires, there's no one who is rich all the time.
Okwanza them, you'll never find them with cash. Everything is in assets.
Thank you.
Have you ever seen like how rich people carry themselves?
They're misers.
Like majority of the times, like even places you go to, like in Karen, Mathai,
Yeah.
Gigiri, whatever, these guys in their pockets, they'll have 50 bobs, 100 bobs.
Yeah.
You'll not find them with like those guys who carry stacks of cash at you of thousands.
They'll remove their card.
Rich
That's
guys
fine.
do not have none of those. And you know,
that's what I'm
everyone,
saying.
everybody at some point gets to a point where you're not okay financially, and it's okay to talk about it. Please stop being embarrassed about your financial situation.
Exactly.
If you cannot do it, it's okay.
And also, if you ever feel uncomfortable with the people you're with because of your finances, those are not your people. Imagine.
They shouldn't be in your life.
They're not your people.
To be honest, they shouldn't be in your
They
life.
gotta go.
They gotta leave. So now, from where we came from, the topic, we're talking about broke shaming, and there was a dictionary definition of what you have or do not have.
Yes.
Now, we've spoken about the do not have. Now, let's get to the haves. And the haves and how people get entitled. We've crossed circles where there are people who are like, oh my God, that's the car you drive. Oh my God. Some of them, it's like maybe they've inherited or they've acquired in a way, or they're just born in with a silver spoon or whatever. And they look at people like, why don't you have? And they look at you like, why couldn't you? You know, I had a statement. Actually, let me even say this. There's a statement I had someone say 2 days ago, and they were talking about some babe who she keeps changing cars and and this babe one day they asked her, but hey, show us your ways. Like, how do you do these things? You know, some of us were trying to get there.
Yeah.
So this chick made a joke. You know the way people say the way in Nairobi people are getting money. Are you willing to sit in a hole for 3 days? You heard those stories? Have you heard those Kilimani stories? Why? Anyway, it was a joke when she was saying that. So now, the other babe was asking her, but they just like, what do you do? We want to know. Even us, we can invest, we can do this, we can do that. Because kila siku we change. Mercedes, BMW, Prado, VX, sijui karibu anunue. Anyway, so now this babe actually made a statement, and that thing actually made everybody just keep quiet. You know what she said? Your parents should also have worked hard. Bruh. Hey, why are you coveting my money? Your parents should have worked hard.
Do you know what I really want to find out? Where guys are looking for Audacity and buying.
I know. Because the whole table was like, she just, first of all, she's not addressing all of us. However, the person, you know, the audacity. I beg, sit drink, because what?
Another thing, I like what you've said. I'm going to bring it back to, you've talked about, okay, there's a room, not a room. I find these days, someone will ask you what you do just to know where to place you.
And what level of respect to give you.
That irks me. That thing, it pisses me off. I almost feel like telling you, I'm an astronaut. Like, I feel like lying to you. Like, boss, what is
Oh, you want to respect me? I'll tell you whatever you want to listen to.
And do you know what? I've actually realized it's an age. It's millennials and above.
Yes.
It's
Gen Zs don't have that.
They don't care.
Us guys and we call it X and why? X and then boomers.
Mina jonga too young. Mina kwanga millennial.
Millennials. So we are Gen Y, they are Gen X and then boomers.
But all I'm saying is, it's guys above me. I have met someone's father, and we're in a room, and hi Tracy, hi, how are you? And you shake the hands. Tell me, young lady, so what are you doing? What do you do with yourself? And a part of me is just like, I need to remember. I've been brought up by bitches, mama. Rest in peace. I remember. I need to reply properly. Oh, hi, son. No, so this is what I do, and this is, thank you. But instead, I'm just like, why didn't you ask me what I enjoy?
Yes.
Why didn't you ask me how my day was?
Yes.
How's business going? Maybe can you assume?
How are you as a person?
Yes. How was your week?
Yeah.
Do you know what I love to do? I know this is going off topic, but when I meet someone's child, I ask them, how was your week? And I tell them, give me one high, one low.
Yeah.
What made you happy? What made you a bit sad? And I think as humans, we just need to be a bit more present.
Yeah.
It's not about what I can get, what I can give you, oh, come on, guys. These things, will you be buried with those things?
Of course, we know better. Obviously not.
That Porsche, yes, oh my God, those things are amazing to have. And yes, of course.
While you're here, yes.
But what I'm saying is, they are not everything. Us who's experienced death of a loved one can tell you, the moments, the pictures,
those
memories.
Are the things you treasure forever.
Oh, so don't come and ask me what I do, because what I do will not affect how much I love you.
And in the same breath, so behind the scenes, we're talking to one of our very good friends. Shout out to you, John Karanja. Muni. So we're talking about the funny thing about this conversation about broke shaming and people asking questions like, what do you do for a living?
Yes.
If a man and a woman walk in together and they're a couple, the woman will not be asked those questions.
Not
it's
at all.
always the man.
Yeah.
As a society, do you think that we are putting too much pressure on men? Is it a thing where we, like we expect the man to be on top? Sometimes even a man can walk in with a woman who's even more powerful than him, but the woman will not be asked. It's always the man.
Do you know what? There's a lot of families that we are not aware of. The man actually does not make as much as the woman, but you will never
You'll never
tell.
know. You'll
because you
never
know what?
know.
There's what? The woman, okay, what I was taught as a growing up, you submit.
I knew you were going to say that. It's such a millennial thing. Oh my God.
I know. It's
But you
been
see,
hard, but it's
not easy.
My friend.
Submit. We keep saying
But
submit.
not after like a family.
Let me tell you something. That submit thing, even me, I'm struggling with it. Currently, sing someone and pass. We're not supposed to talk about that. But anyway,
that's for another episode.
For another episode. And for me, it comes kind of naturally because I'm very old-fashioned and I like what I like.
Nice.
And I remember things like growing up when you see like your dad bring your mom flowers. You remember those things. You're taking out Sunday family day. You know those niceties that we used to have growing up. And I'm trying to implement that now in my adult life and trying to see if I can also do that for my own family when I get one. Not yet. It's not you guys. But anyway, so like some things we were taught and we grew up knowing as millennials, some of them we need to leave alone and some of them we need to carry forward, I believe. Things like chivalry. Ay, my Lord. That's a whole other topic for a whole other day. But for those that we have interacted with, I know you have somebody who's very chivalrous. I do as well. And a lot of other people are experiencing this. However, we need to understand something. This still goes back to the whole broke shaming thing. We need to understand that sometimes some people can't.
Exactly.
Yeah, they would want to, and they probably have that in mind for future sake, and they want to do that. Like you can have somebody who wants to fly you to Paris every other day, to Dubai, go to Bali, go to Prague, go to Peru, go wherever. But in the moment he can't, but he has every intention to do it.
Exactly.
Please nurture that person. People say I'm not in the business of building people. Please.
The ones who build are the ones who really reap.
And they reap.
Let me tell you. Sow and you shall reap. Let me tell you. There's a question I had earlier. I'll bounce it off on you. I know you were about to bounce it off on me, but let me do a kaboom.
Okay.
Would you date a broke man?
Hi, bo. Define broke. Define broke.
You see, broke, let me tell you something. Broke is it's a very vast thing. I want you to answer that based on, I want you to answer it based on broke to you. Broke to me and
what's broke to you
are different.
Yeah, facts.
You get what I mean? Tell me.
It is a tentative. Tentative yes and no. Okay, this is the thing. My question is one. Broke and has potential, or just broke and complacent?
Yeah, broke and lazy.
What am I doing with a lazy person? So that's a hell no.
However, with a plan.
That's what I'm saying. Broke with potential.
Yeah.
There's that one.
No, you can have potential still be lazy. Yeah.
Well,
I can come and tell you, this guy, I'm gonna make it blue tomorrow. Tomorrow, and you wake up, you're just like.
You were building castles in the sky. Somebody who's actually waking up in the morning and trying to
actually make
things, and they're trying to make it work. Like there's actual potential that somehow, somewhere, someday. However, I am not in the business of building people.
Okay.
I said this, and Msini Crucify, I'm sure this is going to go so badly online because I've said this on radio before. And what I usually say is one thing. I don't know how to say this, that's sounding bad.
It's okay. What did we say? This is a safe space.
So called Unsnapped.
Thank you.
However, this is the thing. That potential as well is something that I'm not willing to wait for.
Okay.
I usually see this sometimes.
Is that now or has it been forever?
This is how I've been all through. And
Okay.
I have dated rich, I've dated.
Less rich.
Broke.
We'll call them
not
less
broke,
rich.
But they're like less, yes.
Yes.
This is the thing I usually say. I say sometimes it's situational. You know, like somebody cannot because of some reason. However, I've come to a point in my life where I've realized that I have done. We're still talking about the dating, broke, poor, rich, whatever, whatever. I've come to a point in my life where I've realized something. Instead of this thing of, oh, let me go and build someone, oh, you can build me, oh, me, I'm coming for you for your money, or you're coming for me for my money, whatever. How about build yourself, I build myself, we come as finished products. How about that? Because it gets to a point where, listen, we grow together when we are dating. But when it comes to financials, these are conversations that nobody ever wants to have. I saw a research, actually I said on radio a couple of months ago, and I said that the number one cause of divorce
It's finances.
fight. People don't talk about finances.
Yeah.
People feel like it's uncomfortable to talk about money. It's not an African thing. Oh, don't talk about money. Oh, ule kuna pesa. Usiongee hivyo.
Yeah.
Ule ana pesa. Usiseme hivyo. It's so un-African. Like, people just don't want to talk about things that actually do affect us. Remember when you're living with someone, you're married to someone, you're dating someone, you're in the same homestead. Money has to be spent. From the time you open your eyes in the morning, money is going. Ukiamka hivi, steamer ndio ushaanza. When you go to the kitchen, those sausages you have, the mayais you have, tissue ukiingia kwa choo, all of those things. The moment you open your eyes, you're spending money.
Of course.
But people don't like to talk about money because people feel like it's an uncomfortable situation. But why are we living in comfort zones? How about we talk about this if we are dating, right?
Yeah.
Me and you, let's sit down, have a conversation like, hey babe, me nimekuja na hizi mapeni zangu mbili, wewe umekuja na hizi zako mbili. Either we're going to grow together or we just meet after all is said and done.
Another thing I'm going to add to that is a lot of, society expects the man to always have.
That's the thing.
Sometimes he doesn't have.
And it's okay.
And that's okay. And guys need to deal with that. Our fathers also sometimes didn't have. But you know why you didn't notice? Because of how our mothers handled it.
Yes.
And it's about handling it with grace and making sure no one else notices. The way a man protects you, protect him. Shield him.
Yes. And
he may have his two bob, but he brings it to me and says, hey, babe, by the. But let me tell you, if you're I'm not going to say if you're a good one, because I know you're going to come at me. You guys are going to attack me.
Sip drink.
I'm going to say, me personally, when you have your two bob and you are honest and you communicate with me, bring it, I sure it will do that too.
Tracy, stop. This is Unsnapped.
I'm sorry.
Please, remember, you're saying what you're saying.
Bring that to Bob, I show you.
Mama is saying this because you know your man's going to watch this. Stop. Tracy.
No. Who said that, man?
Tracy. Let's be honest.
No, but I'm being honest.
I want us to have an honest conversation. None biased.
Even before him.
No, we're not doing by the book.
No,
we're not going to listen. I want to play devil's advocate. I believe in God by the way. I'm just saying. I want to play devil's advocate.
I'm going to listen. Let me take a sip.
This because we're all always saying, oh, you know, if you're a good woman, or you know, you're this woman, or you know, your man can just come the way he is. Hold on. Ati, oh, you know, you can build together. Oh, akona potential mtagro. Let's be honest. When you wake up in the morning, Tracy, look at your nails, look at your hair, look at you. And then you somebody doesn't have. Fine, you might have, he doesn't have. Let's be honest. Let's just be honest because nobody wants to talk about this conversation. They feel like it's uncomfortable. I will be attacked on social media. Tracy, we like money. I saw a meme the other day that said, some guy was saying, Ati, real women don't like money. They like attention. So they like being, I don't know, cared for. They like.
There's not who doesn't like money.
Thank you.
There's no human being. There's no human being who doesn't like money.
Money.
It's just the amount that differs.
That's the thing. And then let's stop pretending that I can get a homeless guy outside here and decide I'm gonna date you because you have potential.
No,
Lies.
no.
Why do we lie? People keep saying that.
That's a lie. What I was saying, was by the time even I'm dating you, by the time I've agreed to date you, I am looking at what you can do for me. Let's not lie. We have to. Please. I see you look at me. I know what. Even you. Listen. Everyone is a selfish being by birth. And we are looking at, okay, Sarah, what can you do for me? I'm your boyfriend. What can you do for me? You have to think, okay, that is why we're in this space. That is why you're here to watch us. Yeah, because we're going to talk about the things that you are pretending.
Uncomfortable.
Come on now. You know why you're that man. You know he can make millions. You know he can take care of you. You know he's about to be rich because he doesn't have right now.
Because Tracy, can I ask you a question?
You know.
Do you know what I usually tell? Like I talk to my friends, you inclusive, obviously. Yeah. And I tell my friends, sometimes you sit and then pros and cons. And you ask yourself, this person has come into my life, okay? But what addition have they brought? If it's a plus or minus. If it's minus, like it's you just doing everything, then it's a redundant type of situation. However, if you come into my life and there's nothing you're improving, why do I need you?
Exactly.
And I'm not talking about monetarily.
It's not money.
It's not about money.
It could be something else.
Self-improvement, like even me, like take me to the gym, take me to...
Do you know what mine is? I'll be honest. It's getting to know who I am through him. How does someone, like for example, with our grief, there's the ups and downs or whatever. I've been volatile and I know it. I'm very honest with that. And one thing I'll do is say, who is patient enough to sit through this with me? Money or no money, money does not even matter at that point. Who can sit there, hold me, not talk? Yeah. And understand. And understand me. Yeah.
That you need.
And I just need that silence.
Yes.
You hold me, we keep quiet. And imagine I'll be okay.
Imagine.
Then there's those who will be like, buy her things. Let me go buy her this. Let me go buy her that. But you don't have empathy.
At all.
You don't even know how to read the room.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, as much as we are
really digressed, Tracy. We're talking about broke shaming.
My God. Men.
What are you talking about?
No, I will say something. Men are broke shamed the most.
Exactly.
And that is why we have gone through this way. Yes. You will take your man home, or even just a friend. Forget it doesn't have to be your man. You go into a space and the first thing that is asked is,
what do you do for a living?
What do you do for a living? Hey, did I tell you that story? I was at a club. Maybe sometime last year.
Okay.
And there's a man, he's East African, he's not Kenyan. And the first thing he asked me was, what do you do? And I snapped. I was mad. I was angry.
You just made me because I'm in a club setting.
I said, excuse me. And of course, I'd had some vino. I said, what? And he's like, what do you do? Then I said, you know what? Let me just answer him. He'll go away.
Yeah.
I said, I'm an event planner. I do this and this and this and this. And I said, okay. How much do you think averagely you make a month?
Hold on. We have a question. People have the audacity to what?
I told you that shop people are buying these things.
At the average in a month, how much?
He was not smiling.
And he was like, serious.
This man looked like
trying to
whatever Jesus would look like. He was a good looking man. He asked me that with his chest, my friend. This was me.
No, guys, we need to do better as a society.
You know what? This needs a part 2, guys.
We have to have a part 2.
This one needs a part 2.
I have so many stories, dating experiences, my Lord. But thank you guys so much for joining us again on Unsnapped.
Remember, comments.
Guys, remember to subscribe, follow us, our individual pages will be down there. We hope to see you again on the next episode.
Mwah, mwah, mwah.